What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kpop Kimchi Podcast, your number one podcast for girl groups with the number one fanboys. I'm your host, Justin Turneau, with my co-host, Brian Limper, and as you can hear, we are on the road again.
You might want to say we are the number one K-pop podcast in Canada at this point.
And honestly, because we're back.
We're on our way back home from Canada, number trace, because we went to see another concert with our Canadian friends that we made.
Somehow Toronto worked out as the destination again.
Yeah, the last time we were there, we made a bunch of Canadian friends.
Yeah.
They're all up in the Discord, so we met up with them. It's pretty sick.
It's really fun.
Shout out to those guys.
Absolutely.
But it's also weird because we'll make this a more of a normal episode since we did more than just go to the concert this time.
Yeah. Trip overview.
Yeah, so this is like a whole trip recap here, along with the weekly recap of their concert.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a super sick weekend.
Really fun time. Beautiful weather. We are about an hour away from home. This is when we record.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with Bloomington, Illinois, once we hit here, it's the rule. This is when we record.
It allows us to make sure we're getting within a certain time frame of recording here.
Exactly.
Because we want to start when we hit Bloomington and be done by the time we get back to my house.
Exactly. It's a little mental note type of thing.
Just everyone's curious.
Yeah. It's the one rule we have.
But yeah, we're on our way back. I guess, real fast, we can get our not what we came for out of the way if you have one.
Yeah.
Just because then we can talk about our stuff. I was talking about this earlier with Justin, that if I had to pick like one album that I thought is like my perfect, like best album ever,
Yeah.
it would be Is This Thing Loaded by Northstar. So I'll recommend that because that's like my favorite album ever. That's like my go-to album when I'm driving.
That's a good one.
Especially at like nighttime when it's like nice like this. It's just
real nice.
Really old school Midwest emo music, and it's just super good for chilling and driving.
The feels.
It's really good. That's my recommendation. I'll put some clips in here for you.
My recommendation is an oldie where I come from. This is going out to you, Gary. It's Fat Lip by Sum 41. We heard it on we listened to a playlist today. What was it, 2000s playlist or something?
I don't even know.
It was something earlier in the trip. There was a lot of Fall Out Boy on it. But Fat Lip was on there from Sum 41. That was a band I really liked growing up. And I had a friend from high school who I haven't talked to in years tell me last week, because I always used to say I liked them on Blink-182, and he'd get mad at me, and he said they were bad, and he came to the realization that Sum 41's a good band. After all these years, they're literally like old men now. He was like, hey man, I just want to say Sum 41, really good band. I was like, okay, I'm glad you're just now discovering that. But yeah, Fat Lip, Sum 41, get the angst out. That's mine.
Much like K-pop, Sum 41 discovers you when it's time.
Very interesting, I guess. Whatever. It's all good.
But no, that was a really good song back in the day when I was like younger.
It was fun.
Really
Yeah. It's just the growing up. You know what? They are pretty good. I'm gonna give it to you. That'd be me hitting up some and be like, you know what? I really came around on the Beatles. They're good. I really like the Beatles.
I
really like
played some
Aerosmith.
Trivia with them, and they were actually very good.
Screw that. That was the worst. I really just want to go back and do that to win. Never mind. That's a whole other thing. We can get into our trip because I'm just gonna get angry.
But yeah, good recommendations. There's some fun ones. But yeah, we're cruising here, and we actually started our journey 2 days ago, Saturday.
Yep.
It's currently Monday night.
Yes.
So we started our trip Saturday afternoon-ish.
Yeah.
And basically we just kind of drove up to Canada. It was a long drive. Because usually we split it up and we'll stop in Michigan or something for the night.
Yeah.
But this time we just kind of drove straight through.
Yeah.
The only stop we really made of any significance is there's this random Korean restaurant we found in Michigan.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember which part of Michigan.
It was near Kalamazoo.
Or where it was at. Or what it was called.
I do not remember what it was called.
Well, it was really good. Very good.
It was kind of a random place, but it was delicious.
I got the bibimbap.
I just got some
bulgogi.
Yeah, I got some ramen. It was tasty.
It was really good. So shout out to whoever you guys are. I hope you're listening to this.
Yeah. No idea what your restaurant was called, but A+, 5 stars.
But then after that, we really just shot straight up to, what is it? I'm going to butcher this. I tried to figure out how to pronounce it, but I know I'm not going to pronounce it.
Mississauga?
Yeah, Mississauga.
Say it fast.
Mississauga?
Their version of Mississippi?
Yeah, it's their Canadian Mississippi. And we just went there, and we didn't get there till super late at night.
Probably 1 in the morning. maybe.
Yeah, it was kind of
And
late.
we did leave a little later. And, like, we left around probably noon or so that checks out.
Yeah, it was a little later when we got there, but let me tell you, when we pulled up to this place,
Oh, my gosh.
it was like the nicest hotel I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. It was right by the airport. It
was called, like, Bloom?
Bloom. It was,
Super
it was
nice.
like Hilton. It was like Bloom by Hilton. So that's how you know. It's like a normal hotel chain, but like the special version.
Yeah, it was really nice. Or at least the hotel itself was nice. Then we got to the hotel room, and I mean,
It was a very nice room.
it wasn't bad, but it was kind
But-
of underwhelming compared to everything else we saw.
But the lobby, the elevator, the hallway, I thought we were gonna step into like the penthouse suite of hotel rooms. It was more of just like a normal nice hotel. It was still really nice. I really liked
yeah,
it.
it was really nice.
We've had really nice hotels up there for all those wondering.
And then we kind of, for whatever reason, got like a second burst of energy,
Gosh, it's the worst.
and we left.
Never trust your second burst of energy.
And we went and ate at another Korean restaurant that we found.
24 hours.
24-hour Korean restaurant
It's
called the Owl of Minerva.
yeah.
Is that it? Apparently it's like a
Yep.
chain.
Yeah, they had a few there.
But we went and we ate there, and it was super dope because we went and got our food, and they're literally just playing like first gen Kpop
It was like
on the
first
radio.
gen K-pop. There's like a few other people eating there too. I mean, it's late, so
Like we sat down, and the first thing that came on was Candy.
yeah, like actual candy.
Yeah, by HOT, so that was sick.
It was in a cool little like kind of area. It was called like the Golden Square or something.
Yeah, it's like a lot of Asian
So
stuff.
there's like a lot of Asian
karaoke
restaurants,
bar.
and there was like karaoke. There was actually kind of some people at that. You know, it was on the other side, but yeah, it was us and a few other people that get like the midnight meals in there. But it was really good.
And I got some sundae, which is like Korean blood sausage, which I really like. It was like an appetizer thing.
Yeah.
And then we both split like the mozzarella Korean fried chicken.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
It
So
was so
good.
good. Korean fried chicken is the best like thing ever. This was so good.
It had like a really nice, like sweet,
Oh,
tangy
man.
sauce on it, just like a melted mozzarella cheese. It was perfect.
Definitely like a meal that you won't forget. You're like, oh man, remember when we had that? It was so good.
Yeah, that was awesome. And then we just like got back in the car, went back to the hotel, and then we got like our third burst of
And
energy.
unfortunately, somehow, not even drinking coffee or energy drinks or caffeine, just stayed awake.
And we went to watched a lot of TV after we went to the hotel.
You know, like The Office was on,
Then we watched like Workaholics.
and then Workaholics came on, and that's funny. And then we finally fell asleep.
Oh, I mean, it had to be like what, like
Probably like 4.
4:30.
Yeah, it was a mistake. But
Yeah, but that's okay.
We
We
were
were gonna
awake.
wake up too early the next day.
yeah,
so
we got to
that's
sleep
fine.
in.
But then the big adventure started,
Oh yeah.
and we woke up the next day, and we drove to Markham to watch our boy AJ
Oh yeah.
play basketball in his men's league team for his Chinese basketball league.
Him and Marv.
And it was the craziest I've ever seen in my life because the basketball court was literally on top of a Chinese grocery store.
Now this is unlike anything you've ever seen.
Like literally.
It was awesome. Like we thought it was just going to be like a fitness club or no. It really was connected to like
a Chinese market,
Chinese
like a
mall market. They had like other stuff there. It was so cool. It was they had like the basketball area had probably about 4 courts in it, so it was like a big area.
Yeah, it was really nice. Extremely nice. But that was really cool.
It was
'cause
amazing. I was
not
shocked.
only did we get to go watch him play, which is fun because you guys know, if you listen to us for a long time, we played basketball for a really long time. We still like to go do stuff every once in a while. Not as much as we used to when we were younger, but
Yeah, like we don't really play it all anymore, but once we heard our buddies had a men's league game, we're like,
We're like, we gotta
heck
check
yeah,
this
we're gonna
out.
be
Like,
there.
this
Like,
is- we're gonna come
this is
support you.
right up our alley. We'll come watch the game.
and not only that, it was
That was
AJ's
super
birthday.
fun. Oh my gosh!
And
Talk about having a great day.
Yeah, it was AJ's birthday, and after we got there, they already started the game. And it was like literally 5 people, and then the other guys had like 11 people on their team.
Yeah, they apparently a lot of their team couldn't come. The first game of the year we learned, and Marv and AJ's team did not have the most people on it. They had 1 sub.
It did not. And it started out a little rough, which is whatever. But the important thing is, AJ turned it on in the last part of the game, and he legit won them the game in overtime, and they got the first win of the season on his birthday.
Big team win. Big buckets by AJ. Big rebounds by Marvin. Everybody pitched in a little bit.
Yeah, it was a really good game. Very intense.
It went to overtime. The other team hit a buzzer beater to send it to overtime. It was a great game.
And then basically at one point they were down like 12-2 or 12-1.
Yeah,
Like,
they had 1 point in the first 10 minutes. They didn't know what was going on.
I was like,
a lot of missed shots, both teams, but you know what? You'll have that in the first game of the year. It was a battle, though. It was a really entertaining game to watch.
It was really fun.
And, like, everyone was very much competitive, but also like respectful, so that's nice.
And then they were nice enough to let us use their basketball and go put some shots up and look like fools at the other side of the
We
court.
went and just tried to relive the old glories.
And it really made me get the hankering to go get our own men's league team back together.
Yeah.
Go play in Springfield.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes peeled for that. Maybe that'll happen.
I know.
Live stream those on the YouTube channel.
In a league that's not at all as cool or nice as what this one
Oh
was.
no, I wish we were playing in your guys' league because ours is not that great.
Ours is, you get in fights all the time.
There's a lot of characters, a lot of crap talk, a lot of people fighting people. But you know, just how we grew up. That's all I know.
It's just a little different, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
so that was
really fun. And it worked out perfectly where we could kind of do that, and then we would head down to like actual Toronto this time.
Yeah, like
actual
downtown
Toronto to go to the venue where the Weeekly show was.
To this place called the Opera House.
The Opera House, that was the name.
It's actually a really nice place.
It was a very, very nice venue. I liked it.
But it was kind of nice because we got not the top tier, we got VVIP, which obviously is above VIP, but slightly below VVIP plus.
It was the middle level, I guess.
In the middle area. And we actually kind of like had cool shirts that I made like the last minute.
Yeah.
Mine said I'm here to see Sujin, and Justin said I'm here to see Zoa.
Yeah.
And it had like a picture of them on the side of it.
It was really
like,
cool. Some of your best works.
But the best thing is, we debuted our new Kpop kimchi merchandise that we're gonna put on for group order in our chat.
Yeah.
If anybody wants one. And they're really sick because it's like it's a white with like purple and silver lettering.
Yeah.
And it says Kpop kimchi on the front. And it has our logo on the sleeve, and on the back it has like our name and like a number, whatever number you want.
Right.
There's like baseball jerseys.
Really
they
cool.
actually look really good.
We wore those. It was amazing.
We actually had a lot of compliments on them.
Yeah, people literally said, where do you buy this? And people who have no idea what it was, what it said, what it was for, who it was, they're like, where do you buy this? So that's how good it was.
They thought it was really cool. So
it was awesome.
Yeah, if you're listening to this and you're on our Discord, you're going to start a group order here pretty soon for anybody who's interested. So I'll send out the details on that later. But yeah, we were styling and profiling like always. And we got in line
we really
basically.
Do. Like, I mean, not that we like try to go crazy, but I'd say we definitely do that.
Oh yeah.
And people love it.
Yeah, we do get a lot of compliments. The best is like people will ask us all the time and we'll like straight up tell them, go to Etsy or like go to this other site and get stuff from. This is what you're doing. Like, oh, sick. And they just, I guess no one just ever does it.
And they're just like, oh my gosh, crazy. So where'd you get this? How? It's like, well, you just go on the internet.
And a lot of the stuff, honestly, that I make, the first few things we made, I just made at home.
Right, exactly.
Not necessarily free, but I made the design like on my phone, printed it off on some transfer paper, and put it on the shirts.
Right.
Easy peasy. Anyways, yeah, so we got in line. We didn't have to wait very long. We said hi to all the guys because they were online before us. Somehow AJ beat us there. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know. We had a little traffic getting down there.
Yeah, it was kind of dumb because the traffic in Canada,
a lot. It's really bad when it's bad.
It's like there's traffic, but like nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Except for some reason this time, we'd get out of traffic and then there'd be more traffic because it was like a random car accident.
Yeah, they'll have that. So that slowed us down a little bit, but that's okay.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, we got in line.
We checked in, got our stuff. We actually bought our merch at that. You bought our merch at the check-in and got some merch for other people that were wanting it that did not attend the show.
Which also was nice because we got to put it back in our car before the show.
That was clutch.
Because we literally parked like a minute and a half away.
Oh, it was super good parking.
Actually, it might not even been a minute and a half. It might have been less than that.
Yeah, it was not very far, luckily. So we put everything back in the car, and then, yeah, we got in line.
Waited.
Oh, super fun fact about being in line that we didn't even know. We didn't have GA tickets.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't even have tickets for the show.
I'm so used to buying stuff from Leo Presents.
Yes.
Where when you get the highest package, you get like a VIP package.
Yeah.
It's like all inclusive, like your general admission ticket is part of the VIP ticket.
Right.
hear that it's not the case.
Nope.
So we're like standing there after we scanned all of our stuff. We're like ready, we got our lanyards.
Like we already had stuff for, we already had like stuff.
And the guy's like, the security guy's like, all right, we're gonna start checking people in and scanning GA tickets.
And I was just thinking,
and I'm like, that's weird. Like general admission isn't even here yet. Like this is just,
right. And I was like, wait a minute.
Higher up people.
Do we need a ticket for the show actually?
And then I was like, yeah. And I was like, did we get a GA ticket? And Justin's like, no. And I'm like, well, I guess we need one. So we had to go read the rules, and it said that the VVIP ticket is separate, and you have to have a general admission ticket to be part of it. And I was like, whoa. Okay.
So like as the line is slowly moving forward for entrance into the venue, I like got us our tickets on Ticketmaster or whatever it was, and like luckily we were able to do that. Like I literally just got them and like put them in my Apple Wallet, and we were going in. So good thing we figured that out and used our brain, because that would have been bad.
Yeah, I was like, good thing that security guy said that, or I would have had no idea.
I was just thinking, I was like, I know I have my snapshot ticket and the VVIP thing, so but that already got scanned. So do we scan it again?
That's all I was thinking about.
I was like, that's usually not what you do. So I was like, I think we need to hold our ticket.
Like we've got the lanyard that should get us in. Like that tells you that we did.
What you kind of thought, but no.
But yeah, so we got that figured out. Thank God.
Luckily, we were able to actually go in.
And then after that, we kind of just stood around for a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little process.
Because we had to wait for like the VVIP Plus people to go first, so that way they could like do the little fan sign thingy.
Yeah, because I got to talk for a minute with everybody, so that did take a little while.
Like the meet and greet thing, we like sat down, talked to them.
Yeah.
And then they like for like a minute, and they like did whatever, signed something for them.
Sure.
And then we just got in line, and we got basically just walked through the line real quick.
Yeah, we didn't get to talk a minute. They just signed it for you. You could say like hi.
They signed a poster for you.
Which there was a lot of time. This actually took a lot longer than I thought.
Honestly, same.
I thought we were gonna fly through it, but then it was just embarrassing because.
Yeah, tell them your story about.
Because it was like fine. Like I guess the line got backed up. I'm not sure how, but like Zola was first saw my shirt. She really liked it, and then it was Jaehee and Soen. And at that point, it kind of started to get slow. And by the time I got to Monday, she and I'm like not trying to show my shirt at all. I wasn't thinking about it. But she really locks in and was like reading my shirt, and she's like, "I'm here to see Zoa," and like someone was looking at it too, and they're like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing." I was like, "It's okay, like I'm here to see everyone off it too, yeah." And they're like, "Yeah," and then like I passed him and Sujin signed my thing, and I was like, "Well, now I just feel like an idiot." So yeah, that was really embarrassing. I obviously just wanted to show support with my shirt, but then few other members read it very much in depth, and I don't know. I mean, it's fine. I wasn't embarrassed at all, except I really was. But the fan sign was great.
So I went before you.
Yeah.
And after you said that, I was thinking about it. Because like you said, we had a little more time in front of him than I expected to have.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like a real quick thing, but we probably had a solid like 30, 40 seconds, depending on what was going on.
Yeah, for some reason in front of you got backed up, yeah. And
then like while I was standing there, the other members were like staring at me, like when you're in front of them,
Yeah.
They're just kind of like looking at me, like I thought they were saying something to me, but I really wasn't sure what it was.
Right.
But then once you said it, I'm like, they're probably reading what my shirt said.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, you know what?
That's probably what it was.
Now that I think about it, the shirts are kind of messed up.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like.
And then I told.
She's like, Monday read it out loud too, and someone signed the other person. She's like looking over there. I'm like, why is everyone watching this? Like, why is she reading it out loud?
Then I was telling him the guy we met, Francis, who's like in our Discord too.
Francis.
Well, this is like the first time we met him in person.
Oh yeah.
That the one thing that we always do or try to do is get like custom personalized shirts made to wear just because it's like cool.
Right.
Especially for like it's kind of like a catch-22. It's really cool when you wear them and the member you like sees it. It's like, oh shit, like this is like a guy who really likes me. Like they're here to see me. Like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
But then when you have meet and greet opportunities with like the other 5 to 4 members that are there.
Sure.
It's kind of weird because they're looking at their shirt, knowing you want to see a certain member, but you're like being forced to talk to them too.
I definitely am gonna.
So it's kind of like not good, but
it's
also
like good,
it is good.
It's like good and not good. Definitely gonna rethink. Definitely gonna choose carefully moving forward, just because.
Yeah, I told him that's a problem when you wear a shirt with your bias on it. It gets real awkward with the other members that aren't.
Especially when because
you like them all. It's just
that's why I literally was like, when Monday's reading it out loud in front, she's like, I'm here to see Zoa. I was like, I'm here to see everyone. I'm really excited. You guys are the best. I was like, oh my gosh, that was very embarrassing. I'm a big idiot. But no, that was really fun.
Which
so
is the
great.
exact reason why when we saw Purple
So
Kiss
great.
for the meet
Yeah.
and greet,
You know, oh my gosh.
I made shirts that had everybody on it,
Yes.
and it said Purple Kiss instead of like
And it was everybody.
our custom ones that we got for just our biases when we
No.
saw them the other time in Toronto.
Never gonna do that if we have that again.
Because it gets real weird, honestly. Like I doubt they really care.
No, they
Like
no,
might just
not
be
at
playful
all.
with it. But in my head, it's just kind of like
I'm like, oh my gosh, look, that guy's going fast.
I'm like, yeah, okay. Like I'm sorry you're being forced to see me as well. Like
I know. I was
here's
like,
your signpost.
I know, and it just was like, yeah, more of like a self pressure and embarrassment put on. But you know, it is what it is.
I mean, they're pros. They know how the game
yeah, they
works.
know everyone. People are there to see them. It's their job. It's all good.
But yeah, that was kind of funny, kind of
Maybe
weird.
it was just the reading it out loud that I was like, shh.
And everybody pointed and laughed.
I know. It was like the whole crowd stood up and threw tomatoes at me.
Yeah, so after that, we got back in line to do the group photo high touch thing.
Yeah.
And the thing with that one is normally you go through the high touch, then you line back up and you like get in line and you sit, you know, however many people there are or whatever.
Yeah.
And this one, they had 10 people high touch them and then you walked back in front of them and sat down.
In the chairs.
And they were behind you.
It's kind of next level, not gonna lie. We'd never done one like that.
It really makes more sense, honestly.
It does. It went
whatever.
quick. And then you like snap 2 photos, and then you all leave, and then the next people do the high touch. They go around and sit down, and then they leave.
The
like,
big thing with that is obviously when we go to shows, we kind of match.
Yeah.
Because we're like in the podcast together. And we got separated in the group photo because there's nothing we could really do about it.
Yeah.
And everybody's just in an uproar.
That was electric too, because it was 10 people. You were the 10th person.
Barely. I didn't even know if I was a 10.
Yeah, we weren't really sure.
See, they thought they had 10 already. And they're like, we need one more person. I'm like, she's like, go. I'm like, oh shit.
And I was like, you know, we respect our whoever the workers are, right? So I like playfully, I'm like, what? Oh no. And like, she's like, I'm so sorry, you can't go. And then people waiting in the crowd were like, oh my gosh. And then literally Zoa and Jaehee, after they gave and maybe Sohan, after they gave the high touch to you guys, like turned to me and were like, oh my god. Like it was just a big ordeal. And I threw my hands up in the air because at that point you have to ham it up a little more because you're getting all reactions. It was like really funny. But the lady's like, oh, I was like, it's fine. Like this is the rules, whatever. But it was really funny because like the crowd and the members, everyone turned and was like, oh my gosh, because we got separated because obviously we were together with our jerseys, so everybody knew that.
The best part about it too was it was so late putting me as the last person that all the members already like stepped up to the back of the chairs for the picture.
Yeah.
And I had to run in front of them while they all backed up to give me the high touch.
It really was like a last second, just everything going on. But it was funny. It was actually a very funny moment. I honestly, a lot of things that happen during concerts, like that's just something I probably won't forget because it was like the look on their faces was really, really funny.
And the best was I got to sit by Sujin. I wasn't at the very end, but I got to sit by Sujin, which is my bias, so that was good.
It actually worked out perfectly for us.
Because he got to sit next to Zoa.
I went all the way to the other end since I was the first of the next line, and I got to sit by Zoa.
I told him the best part is, once we get the pictures, I can just take both of them since we're at the ends and put them next to each other and just crop out certain members on each side and it'll look like we're in the same picture.
Yeah, I know. Crop out like a person of me there. That was fun too. That beginning stuff was really fun.
The other thing that's crazy about it, since you're sitting there, all the other people went already.
Oh my god!
So you have an entire room of people just looking at you.
Like all the like kind of VVIP plus are just standing there,
like literally looking at you, like probably like 80 people,
just all there, and like the camera person. And I turned on and I said, "So what should we do?" And she said we'll make a harp. And I turned on, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, there's a lot of people there." And she's like, "Yeah, they're all looking at you." And I was like, "Oh no, they're looking at you." And she laughed, so that was fun too. But there were so many people right there, like
there's
all
a bunch
staring or like looking right at us.
I hope no one has a fear of like being watched or like.
It was kind of like cool because you're like, whoa.
Gets anxiety of people like staring at you because there's a whole room of people.
We just never really done a thing like that. It was never really like that whenever we've done a photo thing before. So, and that was all before they did all of this before, which was kind of nice too.
It was actually really fun.
It was
cool.
It was like a well-organized studio. I don't know how to say it.
I don't want to say it was more organized than Leo, but it was.
It was just a different way to do it that also worked out. I'd say like it worked out well. Studio Pav.
I don't know.
First time going to one of their shows, and it was cool.
The best part was, so when you buy your tickets, you got a number. So there wasn't like fighting for line spots.
Oh my gosh.
It's just based off when you got your ticket.
Yep.
So like VVIP Plus had like a 1, and then VVIP had a 1, and then VIP had a 1. And you literally got in line based off what your number was.
Yeah, a girl would literally count the numbers.
And like when you checked in, it showed on your ticket what number you were.
They wrote it on.
And they wrote it on your lanyard thing. So
this was awesome.
This was like the best way to organize stuff. No one's fighting to be first. No one can question it. Like you could literally show up right when the doors open and you're number 1, so you're gonna be number 1.
As long as you're there before like the grand picking,
you don't have
you're
to like
good.
you don't have to like camp out. You don't have to any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, some people like doing that, not naming any names, but
if you gotta do it, you gotta do it. But you don't have to do it for this. That's the thing.
But it was cool because the best part was, in order to pick your spot, they literally called your number out, and you had to show them your number in order. And that's how you picked where you were going to be.
It was so awesome.
So they'd be like number 1 VVIP Plus, and JQ, one of our other friends, was like,
and like everybody
hey.
Everybody clapped.
And she's like, that's the spirit. I'm like, no, we're booing him. We're not wooing him.
Boo. And he just literally, obviously
dead
center barricade. There you go. Why not?
But then it like went so on and so on and so on. So it's really cool.
Going. And there's probably about maybe a little over 70 of the VVIP Plus. That's what I think before it kind of started with our group.
Yeah. I will say too, the one kind of nice thing about that is it definitely rewards people who actually try to get tickets quicker.
Right.
Or like pay the big money for it.
Absolutely.
Because there's other events we go to, like at Leo, like I love Leo Presents. But if you get like the highest tier, and say there's like 30 other people, once you get there, you're all just kind of still fighting for spots. Like it's not like you're guaranteed to be at the barricade in the front.
Yeah.
Just because you were the first person to buy the ticket at the highest price.
Right.
Here you are. Like you actually are.
The ticket order matters literally 100%. And
Oh.
what did you say? We didn't do it, as you would know if you listened to us, but what did we get for secret number? Because this is under the same company.
Oh, yeah.
We were like, what, 4 and 5, 5 and 6?
We were like somewhere between 4 and 6. Like 4 and 5
so we
and
would have
5 and
been
6.
very close for secret
For
number.
the highest tier, so we would have been guaranteed to be in the front row.
In the barricade.
Somewhere.
So that
kind of stings.
Which we really didn't know at the time, but now that we've experienced it with another group, that's what it would be.
That's good to know, though, for the future.
Yeah. Like, if you want to get the tickets, because we got our tickets for this very late.
Oh, if we would have got them early, we would have been super.
Oh,
we would
my
have been
gosh.
like top 10 easy.
We would have been very close. So there's probably about a 70 VVIP plus. I don't really know. There wasn't too many of the middle tier, honestly.
There might have been like 20.
Maybe like 20 of us.
Because I know we were like in the middle, and we were 14 and 15.
We were 14 and 15, and we chose a little different spot than what people were doing.
We freaking game planned above everybody because there's like the floor, there's like stairs that went up with like a railing where like the bar area is, like for other events and stuff.
Right.
And there's like the handicap accessible area where there's like seats right in front of the bar. Like,
it was just like folding chairs.
Yeah, in front of like the bar to separate the levels.
Right.
And we just went right in front of the bar, so like we were like legit like right on the next level, and we could see over all the people.
Yeah, because it was higher up, so we're like, well, since we're not really too close to the front, because the 70 plus people picked their spots we just decided to go there because it was a good view. It was a really good view.
Oh, it was a great view. It's like a balcony without a balcony.
Like and it wasn't that far from the stage still, because it wasn't a huge place. But we
didn't have to like fight to see over people. There's a lot of tall people. We didn't have to.
There was a lot of tall people there.
Stand the whole time and get squashed.
Yeah, we just sat there.
In the handicap accessible area because there's nobody there.
Yeah, and obviously if like someone needed it, we would move.
And we technically were told by the staff we had to stand up when it started, and we told the people behind us, hey, you guys are like lining up here because you can see over us.
It got very full.
It was packed.
It was very full.
We were told we have to stand up, so all the short people, I'm sorry, like we're not like
we apologize.
We're not like tall, but we're not like short. Like you're not gonna be able to see.
And they're like, would you possibly move? And I was like, no.
We like actually like I don't want to be mean, but we like paid for these spots.
This is our spot still, but we were, nice to them, and we're like, we just decided
we kind of got barricaded in by short people.
Yeah,
like all around us.
There was a lot of people behind us, and we're like, you know what? Let's just sit down, stay sitting for the show because we can still see. If they come around and are like, get up, then we will. And
yeah, we'll stay seated as long as we can.
And like, we weren't taking any seats from anyone else or anything like that, but we were like, we'll stay seated just so these people behind us can have a much better view.
Oh, yeah, if we would have stood up, probably like 8 to 9 people would not have been able to see the show.
Oh my gosh, not at all.
So we kind of just sat there to make everybody else.
So
like,
we
happy,
sat for the show, but we were still able to see since we were on that like risen up plane.
which was nice. So it
It
worked
was-
out for everybody.
It was nice. It was nice.
But yeah, then the show actually started.
Yeah.
And apparently Studio Pav must know whoever did the graphics for like Marvel Comics because
Oh my gosh.
they had like the most intense opening
Most
graphic I've ever seen.
cinematic, crazy intro ever. I was like, dang, Weeekly? Well, I thought this was like Weeekly University, not like, like Avengers Endgame. But it was for Studio Pav. So
It was kinda crazy.
That was pretty cool. And then, we started. It was right on time, pretty much. And Weeekly played 15 total songs on the set list. I got it right here, actually. And they started out with my favorite and song I was looking forward to the most was Good Day. Special Daily.
It was awesome because since it was like a university thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen the music video, but in the music video they basically come out like graduated.
Yeah.
So they have like their graduation like robes and hat and everything.
Yeah.
And they kind of did the same thing for this. They came out with their like graduation stuff.
Yep.
And then they took it off and they had like their Weeekly University, like college university.
Yeah,
shirts
they're
on.
like kind of graduating on
Jackets.
to the next level Weekly, and that was the tour name was like Weekly University, and like you said, that was the concept for everything. So they had Letterman jackets and kind of school outfits. That was so great.
It was awesome.
Good Day is the best, and I love that song. And it honestly, if I really looked at it, could be one of my favorite K-pop songs like ever. So that was kind of my Super Bowl moment. I was like, this is awesome. But it was really good. It was
And
a
then
great
it tied
well-known
into it
show.
with the music video, so it all just kind of went together.
Yeah,
So that was nice.
yeah, that was cool too. It was like a live music video for real.
Oh, I forgot to say at the beginning of this, they told us like right before the show started
Oh,
that Jiyeon did not feel good, so she was not there.
Yeah, when we were outside, yeah.
So we did not see
like
everybody.
maybe not even 2 hours before there was a notice, and then they did tell the crowd too.
So I don't know if she like had a stomach flu or something. Just
I don't
wasn't
know.
feeling
Yeah,
good.
Jiyeon was not there.
She was not there for any of it. Not even the fan
Nope,
interaction.
she was not there. She was at the other stops, not at this one. Not sure going forward what that's going to be, but she was not at ours.
But yeah, so they did that, and then after that, they kind of did like a medley of their hits.
Well, they
their older songs.
kind of like introduced themselves and talked for a minute after the first song, which is weird because usually in K-pop concerts they don't do that. They kind of just go, but they like introduced themselves after the first song, and then they did do the shortened medley of Tag Me, Zigzag, and Holiday Party, which was very cool. Honestly, songs I almost wish we could have heard the whole thing.
Yeah, each one was only like 30 to 45
It was
seconds.
kind of just like into the chorus, and then they were done. So they did that, and then I'm not 100% sure all the times they talked. They did do some talking segments.
I feel like they talked quite a bit,
and
actually.
they, all spoke in English pretty much, and they did speak a little Korean too.
And Sujin introduced herself in French,
Yeah, for all the Canadian folks.
which is crazy because out of all the Canadian people I've met, I've never heard any of them
No, I just see
speak in
it
French.
see it on the signs. And it was the best too because it was like the Weekly Grand U.S. tour.
Oh, yeah.
And they just keep saying like, we're so happy to be on the U.S. tour here in Toronto.
And then everybody that like beforehand would be like, "Hey, you guys should feel really welcome here," because I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And like, "Oh, the U.S. tour." I'm like, "Oh wait, yeah, you're
It was
right."
the Grand Weekly U.S. University tour.
Yeah.
It's like with Toronto added.
But yeah, they did talk quite a bit. They had a couple segments. Where they talked
And it was good. It was good, funny, funny, like awesome interaction stuff. They talked about what they did in Canada and said Canada things, and they
Said they ate poutine.
said they ate poutine and went to a mall that I don't know what it is, and their album was there.
And like a couple of them went swimming.
Yeah,
Just
it was
like your basic
Just
kind
like
of
fun kind of like fun stuff throughout the show, so they can catch their breath essentially. And then they played 20s, which is a cool song.
Freaking love that song.
And then After School.
Also, 20s and 6, they like a little bit disco.
Yeah, there was a disco ball up there, and there was lights
I don't know if they
everywhere.
like demanded that.
Yeah,
but,
was
like,
that
there
part
there
of the
was, like,
set? I don't
there was
know.
a disco ball.
It was
sick.
very cool. 20s was very good. After School was sick.
Oh my god! First off,
This place.
the bass in this place, the sound system, top notch.
It was so good.
Like it was smacking.
After School, like, tore the place down.
It was sick.
The bass was bumping, and everyone, really great crowd. It was very full. I did see the picture. I don't think there was anyone in the because they had an actual balcony. I don't think anyone was up there, but the whole floor area and then the area we were, and even behind with more of the bar was full. Like,
Yeah, it was
there was a
packed.
lot of people at this.
They said it was sold out.
There was a lot of people at this
So,
thing.
I mean,
It was
yes,
a very like full venue, and they played Hello, and then Lights On, which is
Oh my
their,
gosh, Lights On is the best.
Lights On's sick, the current title track, I guess, and then Dance Dance Dance, which was very good.
They did have a couple outfit changes.
Yeah, they did.
I'm not really sure when they did the ones. I know one of them they did like halfway through, and they had like a little VCR thing they played. And
That
it
was
like
really
them
good.
on Weekly like talk show.
Yeah, it was like weekly talk show, and it's pretty much just like a little, concept of a talk show.
I think
with
it was
Jay and Monday as the
and they, like,
host.
interviewed the other members.
They interviewed the other people and just pretty much just talking about the tour and how they're excited. And everyone was kind of fancy dressed up. It was cool. It was a good way to pass the time of the outfit changes. And they did do that. And they played a cover by Ariana Grande, One Last Time.
Yeah, they did do that.
Everybody loved that. Which I didn't really know. I think you said too. I didn't know that was an Ariana Grande song.
I didn't know. I've heard the song.
I knew the
didn't
song.
know that was her.
Yeah, I didn't know the 2 and 2 together there, but that was cool. And then they played Vroom Vroom, which everybody loved.
Actually, sounds way better live than in recording.
I really appreciate that song more now. I really appreciate it more. There was a couple other outfit changes, and those VRs were kind of just. One was kind of like them in the practice room.
It was like a behind the scenes, like getting ready for the tour.
Getting ready for tour, and then another one. They played the Lights On music video at some point. I know we just.
Oh,
watched
they. That's when they played before they came on the encore.
Before the encore, so they had Vroom Vroom, Classic, and Backwards, and then that was
Classic was sick live.
and then that was the end of the show.
Technically, the show.
And then they left, and then that's when they played Lights On.
The entire music video.
Literally just played the music video. It's funny because people in the crowd, which I guess you film whatever you want. It's awesome. You're having fun. There's like filming the screen with the music video.
I know.
Like, you can go watch this on YouTube. Like,
That's probably where they got it from.
I don't know. Yeah, I know. There's like put YouTube on the thing, but it was kind of funny. So they played that, and then they came back with and played Page and Top Secret, and that was a nice like fun way to end the show. It was good.
Yeah, it was a good show.
The crowd was really good.
Awesome.
The crowd was very much.
They're really good.
Very excited, loud. Weeekly was good. Energy was good. Talking points were good. It was fun. It was a great time.
Everyone was awesome. Sujin's like my bias in the group.
Yeah.
But I was telling Justin if I had any takeaways from the whole show, it's that Jay's awesome.
Yeah, Jay's great.
She's probably like my favorite person there.
Honestly, same.
Super smiling, upbeat.
Son.
Super happy, just kind of running around, just full energy.
Just doing their best out there. Someone was really great. All the members were very funny. Monday was very funny. Like,
Zoe was really funny.
So was like goofy too. It was a great show. Like they put on a really fun show for the crowd, and it flowed really well, and the music was really good. And even though Gian wasn't there, but it wasn't like it wasn't as good because Gian wasn't there.
Yeah, it wasn't like
they still
they were
put on
missing anything.
They still put on like a great show with like the short circumstances there of her not being there, so that was good.
The only time you really noticed it was like in their dance formations. There'd be like a gap because that's where she's supposed to be. Right. Well, I mean, the rest of the show is fine. It's not like you're like, oh, the whole group's falling apart. So,
Right.
You go to see the Rolling Stones and like the freaking lead singer's not there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
they did a good job with what they had with like the kind of audible that they had to pull. And I mean, we've seen other groups that have had to do the same thing. So
yeah, they're pros. They know what they're doing.
They know what to do.
They prepare for these situations.
So it was good.
2-minute drills in football. They
Yeah,
get ready to prepare
it really was. So that was really great. It was a really, really fun time. And then once it was done, we pretty much had one benefit thing left.
Which is something we've never done before.
Never done it.
Quite expensive.
It was pricey. It was different.
But it's definitely cool. I mean, if you have the money, it's worth it.
We've done the Leo Presents selfies, but this is a different take on a photo with the idol.
This is like an actual Polaroid, like the Polaroid cameras that people buy. And basically, you line up. There's like 3 poses, depending on how much money you paid. You can get more.
Right.
But they're like predetermined. And you go up there. Like, hey, this is the pose I want to do. You talk to the idol for a little bit.
Yeah.
They take your picture, they give it to you, and you're good to go. You're off.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I got mine to Sujin.
It was very cool. Those cameras are really like big and bulky, but I guess they have to do a lot of work it's a lot of photos, so.
I did tell Sujin I loved our Queendom puzzle.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my God, really? I'm like, yeah, you're awesome. She's like, that means a lot. It's like, well, you're welcome.
You did a pretty okay job. You did a good job.
But yeah, so you get a couple seconds to talk to them, they take your Polaroid. And I mean, selfies obviously are on your phone, so you have them, but this is actually kind of cool because it's like a legit like Polaroid.
Yeah, the best, everyone getting done and getting them, and then everyone's like shaking them as fast as possible to get them to like develop. So that was funny.
Also, it did kind of suck because after seeing the show and seeing how awesome Jay he was,
I know.
by far the shortest line out of everybody.
I really wish I got one for Jay.
But I mean, if they were like $40 a piece,
yeah,
I would have got more. But like, I gotta get gas to get home. Like,
yeah. No, it was cool.
Because like selfies with Leo are like $20, or you can get a package where you get like all the members for not that much.
Yeah, like 60, 70 for like 7.
And the Polaroids, if you're getting like the normal one, it's like $40 a piece, and like
Yeah.
you're gonna get like the special one. I don't know, it's like 50 or 60.
I think I got like 60 plus.
So I mean,
for
like
a big wide one that has a bunch of dead
honestly,
space.
kind of like unnecessarily big in my opinion.
That's what I thought too. And you get like 2 more poses to pick from, which, whatever.
Which I mean, I looked at some of them. It's funny because some of them, the poses for them are like the same.
I didn't even see the big ones, but I just saw people with the big ones. And there's like so much dead space on both sides, like, because, you know, it's just you in the middle with the person. So, yeah, we just did the normal ones, which is really cool. They're very cool. Definitely like a cool keepsake kind of thing to have. But
Yeah, that was a
after
sick
that
show.
it was done.
Yeah, it was really good.
We're out of there at like 9:15 maybe.
We exchanged some albums and other stuff we had to with the rest of the group of guys.
We had some stuff to give to the Canadian bros up there.
And then pretty much after that, we had to get going because we were going to try to wake up early because we didn't sleep much the night before.
Yeah.
So we
yeah,
could
they
come
were going to
home.
go eat. We're like, nah, we're going to go back to the hotel.
Like, it's cool. I wish we could eat with you, but we got to wake up and
We also want to go to the Chinese market.
We got to wake up and go home. So that's pretty much where the journey ended with that.
Yeah.
Said bye to everybody. And now we're here pretty much.
Almost home. Kind of.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Like 20 minutes maybe.
But it was a really good weekend, super fun.
It was
super
fun.
hanging out with everybody.
It was really awesome.
Hopefully we get an opportunity to go back again. Like I said, this is the third time we've been there in 3 months, so I mean...
Yeah, I feel like a little space in between. I wouldn't mind that, but I definitely want to be able to go see everybody again. So hopefully something comes up.
The best part about 2024 is technology. So we have the technology where people are in our Discord and they talk to us every day.
Right, absolutely.
So we still talk to everybody, so it's not like, you know, we're just completely out of touch with them or anything.
Yeah.
We're kind of thinking, after talking to some of the people, that'd be super cool to like meet up, go to a show in like Detroit.
Yeah.
Or I know some of them are coming to Chicago with Justin.
I'll see a couple people for Kiss of Life in a little while, month and a half or so. So that'll be dope.
So there's definitely be opportunities to meet up and see everybody again.
People are down to travel, so that's cool.
But yeah, I'd definitely be down to go meet up in Detroit with some people. That'd be cool. We've never been to a show in Michigan.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's the closest one for them. I don't mind driving a couple hours, obviously, so it's not like a huge thing.
Yeah, we've been to Michigan a lot, just not for a show.
Yeah, we've been through Michigan quite a few times. But yeah, super fun weekend. Canada trip 3.0 in the books.
Yeah.
Let us know if you went to the show and saw Weeekly, or if you want to come join the Discord and come join the Canadian branch with everybody else.
Yeah.
Feel free to do it.
Yeah, if you have a chance, go check out Weeekly. They still have a few amount of shows left in the U.S., so go check out the Weekly University tour.
I guess the only thing we have left in the shows are Idol of the Week.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I know we just saw Weekly, but I think my Idol of the Week is going to be EG from I Chillin'.
Yeah.
Because we saw the Breakout Tour, which we did an episode on a little bit ago.
Yep.
And honestly, all I want is an I Chillin' solo tour. Like, that's all I want to see.
Sometimes the tours just hit you a little harder, even when they're all, because everything's great, but some are just that little extra. If you can see the Breakout Tour, go see it.
Yeah, Weekly was amazing.
We talked about it.
But if you did not see the Breakout Tour, you missed out.
Like, the Breakout Tour was so damn fun. I wish I could go to it multiple times again. It was so awesome. Like, we already talked about it, but it was so great.
If I had the capital, I would be very tempted to just fly to Houston and Brett and go see him again.
Like, that's how good it was. Like, we saw Weekly, it was perfect, amazing, and it's done.
Except Gian wasn't there, but what you gonna do?
Literally like an hour before, like, well, tough.
Sort of like an incomplete signed poster with all the members.
I know, right? We did get the signed poster. Now, no Gian, who we talked about before we even went in the hotel room. We're like, it's crazy we're going to see Gian, because she was so popular when they came out, and she, like, Luna, and that was kind of the first member you knew, but, of course, we didn't get to see her, so.
Yep. Literally,
our
as
fault.
we're standing outside in line,
yep.
they announced
Yeah,
it.
everyone started getting, like, their phone, they're like, bro, look. And, like, Kenny was the bearer of bad news. But, you know, what can you do? But, yeah, if you can see the Breakout Tour, do that. It was so fun.
It was really good.
It was so fun. My out of the week, I'll stick with a Weekly member, and I love Zoa.
with my whole heart. But Jaehee, you were amazing, and I really wish I got a photo with you. Just keep being amazing. I'm gonna pick Jaehee from Weeekly as my idol of the week. She's awesome.
She was really good.
She's awesome.
So yeah, go to the Weeekly tour. Super sick. If there's still some stops, even though the craziest weird
Yeah, I
tour
know.
schedule.
I think there's like LA and something else. I don't know.
And definitely, if you can catch any of the last stops of the breakout tour.
Oh my
go to the breakout
gosh.
tour.
Go to that. Go to that.
Yuche, super amazing.
Freaking
I Chillin', freaking
I Chillin'.
one of the best shows I've seen this year.
I Chillin' was so great. I don't know why they're not more popular.
right,
Craxy.
right under the 3 times I saw Purple Kiss.
I know. Craxy, Brett, I'm starting to see the light. And Trends was very cool.
Trenzy was awesome. They were really
Trenzy,
good.
I keep saying it wrong. Trenzy.
They were really good.
Go support Trenzy.
I actually added a bunch of the songs to my playlist.
They were really good. Like, that tour was freaking sick.
Lots of energy, really fun. Also, selfie time just unmatched.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to beat that.
Like I said, if you want to hear more about that, you can go look at our actual episode we did on it. But go stand I Chillin'. Maybe if we all complain to Leo enough, they'll bring him back on a solo tour.
Yeah, do it, cowards.
That's really the only thing mending my sad heart together right now since Purple Kiss is not here.
I know.
I don't know. That's all I got. Stand I Chillin'.
Yeah, stay and I Chillin', go see them. And until next time,
Yeah, next week, earlier
whenever,
this week, Friday.
normal recording schedule, we'll be back. I'm JT's Fall Girl. We are the Kpop Creatures Podcast. We love you guys. Peace.
Later.
You gotta move backwards. Tryna leave but it feel like I'm here 멀어질수록 끌려. 수없이 마주친 나는 빛이 머릿속을 채워. Call me addiction. 어느새 너는 날 떠나간 순간 속에 reverse. You gotta move